Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet here on location in the Pisgah National Forest, and today I'm going to show you how to whip up an easy mountain man breakfast on your Dutch oven. So stay tuned. So good morning. I'm not talking so loud this morning because Mrs. Backwoods and Cabela are still tucked up in the truck topper on the nice little nest he has built up in there with a queen size air mattress. Believe me, it's very comfortable. We've stayed in there for like 5 nights in a row. We've been camping out in the wilderness. Here today we're at, I think, Davison Creek or Davison River campground in the Pisgah National Forest. It's cold this morning. I'm freezing. My toes are frosty. I already been down to the river, tried a little trout fishing this morning. They had a big storm came through here a while back and I think flushed them all out of here. But at any rate, this morning we're going to whip you up a really easy and simple mountain man breakfast on a Dutch oven. So let me show you what you're going to need to make this great easy dish. As with all Backwoods Gourmet dishes, all these ingredients are optional. If you don't like one of these ingredients, leave it out, substitute something else, or just leave it out altogether. Most people like potatoes. That's 2 medium-sized red potatoes diced. Have some diced bacon. Again, if you don't like bacon or you don't eat pork, just substitute something else. We got mushrooms. What would be also good here, if you don't eat pork, it would be corned beef hash or roast beef hash. You could use in place of both of these actually, and it would decrease your cook time. Well, I got some mushrooms, again optional, Seminole Swamp season. Use your favorite seasoning. I got some cream of mushroom soup. I got some regular patty sauce or breakfast sausage there, some onions. I got some cheddar jack. Use whatever kind of cheese you like, some eggs. A little bit of oil just to get the thing started, and we'll see you over at the Dutch oven table. About a half of a Weber chimney full of charcoal. And I'm going to start this out on kind of one line method. As far as I know, I'm the only one teaching this method. We want to get some heat going to get them potatoes rolling. Let's start out with a nice layer right on our homemade Dutch oven plate there. So if you want to see how to make this and what the exact dimensions are that fit every single outdoor grill that I've found so far, and that's been a lot, you see how that fits on that grill almost perfectly. These holes in the corners also allow you to use your Dutch oven lifter, the hook style lifter, to lift the whole plate up level. So go ahead and get that cold oven on there. It's in the 30s this morning. We'll put that aside. Alright, as soon as that bacon starts to brown a little bit, go ahead and dump in all our potatoes. A little stir around in there. No need to season them just yet. Just get them going. Alright, here you want to go ahead and put your lid on. Alrighty. So while those are going, let's go ahead and prep a few of these mushrooms. Now, I'm not going to wash them. If you want to wash yours, go ahead. I just kind of knock the dirt off if they got any on them. And I like to kind of select the smaller ones for this particular dish. And I had some people comment last time I used this cutting board, like, oh, I can't believe you're using a glass cutting board. Well, it's not glass. It's a resin type material, and it doesn't seem to dull my knife. And talking about the knife, I'm using the DALSTRONG Crisix combination chef knife cleaver today. This is a beautiful knife from DALSTRONG, and if you'd like to check out the DALSTRONG products, I'm going to leave you a link in the description box below. If you want to use that link, if you decide to purchase any of the DALSTRONG products, you'll automatically get a 10% discount. No promo code needed. So I'm going to slice these with the grain, the onions, very thinly. So in a minute I'm going to show you really the 4 essential tools that you need, and they're very simple for most Dutch oven cooking that you're going to be doing. Here we're going to go ahead and put sausage in also. Well, I'm just going to break that apart. So open it up. The potatoes were starting to get brown, so I went ahead and put in the onions and the sausage. And we're just going to keep stirring that so that you keep the lid on. We'll let it go a few more minutes. So a minute ago I talked about the 4 basic tools that you're going to need to do any kind of Dutch oven cooking and do it efficiently. One, you're going to need a good wooden spatula spoon. People ask me all the time where I got this one. I bought this from public supermarkets. I'm sure you can find them around. This one's like 3 to 4 different kinds of wood. It's been really good. It serves as a kind of a all around good stirring utensil, and it won't harm the seasoning in your Dutch oven. That's number 1. Number 2, you're going to have a Dutch oven lid lifter. Now they make several different kinds of these. This is one I got, I think, at Academy Sports long time ago. It has done everything I've ever asked it to do, and including picking up this table that I designed it to work with, and I'll show you that a little bit later. Next one's going to be a pair of tongs. These are just cheap old salad tongs. I like the ones that have the little slippy little ring that slides back and forth to lock them down. It makes them easier to pack. Also, you can clamp a paper towel with oil on it in there and then slide that up, and it'll hold it in place, and you can oil your grills or whatever you're doing with it. But essential, these are the ones I could use exclusively for Dutch oven cooking. Lastly, the Lodge 4-in-1. This can be used as a trivet. You can see kind of the paint's burn off of it. I've used it under to hold your pot up off the fire. You can use it as a place to rest your Dutch oven or your Dutch oven lid. That's what we're using it for this morning, and keep it clean and up off the ground. But those are the 4 basic things. Very inexpensive. All 4 of these together are probably less than $25. It's been a couple minutes. Pull that off. You see the steam is really rolling out of there now. The sausage is starting to get going. So what we're going to do now is going to switch over and add some top heat to it. Set my... That's the reason for my 1-line method too, is because it's starting to choke the fire out just a little bit right there. Alright, so I'm going to move it over. Put our lid back on. Grab my tongs, start loading up the edge of the rim all the way around with each coal touching. No need to count because these coals are already burning down a little bit. As long as they're touching. If they're really small, double them up. So what I just did here, guys, is I just made a solid ring. I took a lot of those coals out from underneath the bottom. We don't want the bottom to get too hot now that we got the top going. We'll save these to fill in the top as needed. Let's go ahead and take a look at her. It's been about 8 minutes and the potatoes are looking good. You can tell they're starting to get soft. which is awesome. And while we got that off, let's go ahead and put in our mushrooms. Dump them in there. Spread them out a little bit. Give them about 5 minutes. Alright. In a few minutes, time for it to get all nice and steamy in there. Give those a good stirring down in there. Now we're going to add we only used half the can cream of mushroom for this size portion. It's going to give us kind of like a gravy to this whole deal. Mix it in real good. Alright guys, so just went in and checked. It started a little while ago. Now it's time for some seasoning. Just give that a good coat of seasoning there. Use salt, pepper if you want. I'm using Seminole Swamp season. Oh, that looks so creamy and nice. Getting ready to put the polishing touch on this right now. Finishing touches. So let's put the lid aside. I'm coming in with the eggs. I need to get this nice and flat. Before you do this step, try to flatten your top out. Like that. Oh, it smells awesome. Wish you guys are here to smell it. Alright, I'm coming in with my these are medium eggs. Beaten. I'm just going to pour that. Try to pour it in a single layer. All over the top. I did put just a little bit of half and half, or you can use whole milk or not whole milk. Then I'm gonna get just a little sprinkle. Though I put some of that in the eggs when I beat them. Put that lid on. Now by putting that little bit of half and half or milk in, it's going to help those puff up. All right, let's go ahead and check the eggs real quick. They're looking almost done. So time for the polish and touch here. Cheese of your choice. Right over the top. All we need to do is melt that down and we're ready to eat. We're gonna call this done. Serve it up for you. Earlier I told you about this homemade Dutch oven table plate. It's not really a table, but it turns into a table when you have your camp grill, and it has these 4 holes in the corners, and I'm going to show you how they operate. Just put your Dutch oven lid lifter in there, turn it to a 45-degree angle, and I can pick it up flat just like that. I can dump those ashes off, bang it on the fire pit. Get it reasonably clean. I can even move it around with hot coals on it, just like that. And I can do it from all 4 corners. If you like to learn how we built this, and we built it for free actually with some just scrap, I'm going to leave you a link in the description box below to our video from a few years ago on how we made it very simply. Alright, Mrs. Backwoods is hungry. So am I. It's a late breakfast for us. I'm gonna serve her up. We're not doing anything fancy today. We got a little kid's bowl from the dollar store. Go in there and cut her out a big slice. Like that. That's the way it comes out. She's like, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Fork. I said you got a fork.
I got a fork, not a bowl. I got a plate. So I'm going to show you. Ooh. Let's go ahead and get that lid back on, keep that warm. So let's go ahead and give that a try. We got cheese pulls. That is really fantastic, guys. Tell you what, couldn't have much better breakfast than that right there. Mountain Man breakfast in the Dutch oven. Really more simple than a lot of people try to complicate it, but it's just this simple. Use whatever ingredients you like. I would have probably liked some red and green bell peppers in mine, but Mrs. Backwoods, not so much. So if you like what we're doing, please smash that like button right down there. To subscribe to our channel, you can do it right over there, and don't forget to ring that bell so you'll get notifications of new videos. Up here is going to be another great Backwoods Gourmet video, and right here, a whole playlist, cast iron Dutch oven cooking. We'll see you next time.